Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am Carmen and this is my favorite day of the week. This is New Release Friday, and this weekend I'm really excited because Atomic Blonde is hitting theaters this weekend and I have seen it and I have a review for you. But first, please subscribe to my channel if you want to get my reviews in the future. Also, like this video if you liked it, and then go ahead and comment below and let me know if you're excited about this movie or not, if you're going to go see it or not. Let's talk about it. I was really excited for Atomic Blonde because I am a sucker for a film where women are kicking ass. I mean, some of my favorite movies just of all time is like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, both the Kill Bill movies, and I love seeing this. Atomic Blonde took those fight scenes and Charlize Theron took those fight scenes to a whole other level. Alright, so Atomic Blonde is set in 1989, and this is during the Cold War and with the Soviet Russia and America. It takes place in Berlin, where they have the wall that's splitting East and West Berlin. Charlize Theron plays a spy from England who goes in, and there is this list of spy names that is out there, and they're trying to intercept this list of names because if it gets into the wrong hands, they're going to seek out all of these spies and kill them all. She is prompted there because one of her spy friends slash lovers was assassinated, and so she was brought in to look into it and to find out where this list is. Like I said, it is set in the 80s, so there is a lot of 80s stuff going on, and I have to say this movie makes the 80s look good. If you actually lived in the 80s, if you've seen like home video or music videos from this era, yo, it wasn't pretty. But somehow this movie makes the 80s look really cool, really trendy. There was a lot of 80s music, so you heard some George Michael, the Public Enemy right off the top. You got the 99 Red Balloons in its original German. It definitely sets you right square in the 80s with the music. One cool thing is that this is a very highly stylized film, and there is a lot of use with colors and the lighting that I found really cool and interesting. So a lot of times they will have the characters have like a hot pink light on one side and like a hot blue on another side. I know I'm saying that and it sounds weird, but it looks really cool. And they kind of did this dual tone light to light throughout the movie in certain spots, and it was really cool to watch. Charlize Theron is this super serious spy, and her demeanor is very, straight to the point, no nonsense, always, sizing people up, and she's a very straight man in this movie. And James McAvoy is a little bit of like the goofy guy, kind of a schlub, but it does seem like that is sort of part of this image that he's trying to persuade so that people can underestimate him. And it ends up with these two different personalities kind of working really well off of each other. So Charlize Theron is the spy, and she kind of has to be this really straight character because I don't think it would really work any other way. But then if James McAvoy was also the same way, it would be kind of boring and a little bit exhausting to watch. So it was interesting to see his personality and hers play off of each other pretty well. So if you've seen anybody talk about this movie, if you heard anything about it, you probably heard that that stairwell scene is crazy, and I'm here to tell you that it is crazy. It is really cool because they have done something with these fight scenes that I don't think I've ever really seen before. So one thing that struck me about this scene that I don't think I've seen in other films is the realness of it. So when you look at fight scenes in other movies, it's almost like these people have boundless energy, like limitless energy to keep fighting and keep hitting with the same intensity in the end as they did when they started. And if you think about it realistically, even if you are the most in shape, even if you are the highly trained person, you're still a human, you've got limits. And you can see that not just Charlize Theron, but the people that she's fighting, you can tell that they start really taxing themselves and they start getting exhausted. They have to catch their breath, and it is kind of really cool to watch. And during the filming of this scene, there is no music, there is no score. I mean, you just hear punching, breathing hard, grunts, crashes. Like that's all that is. It's very bare bones. It is very raw. It is very bloody. And another thing that I don't really notice in films is that as the people progress through the fights, they look pretty much the same, and then maybe afterward you see they have a cut or a swelling or anything. Throughout the progression of this scene, you see everybody involved getting bloodier and bloodier. You see their cuts, you see their bruises, you see the swelling progress throughout this fight scene. And I think that that is an incredible feat, especially since they did it almost like one long tracking shot. Props to everybody that was involved with that, with the directing, the makeup artists, the fight choreographers, all the actors, because when you break that down, that is a very, very ambitious scene, and I'm sure it took a lot of work and a lot of time to really get that right, and they did, and it was perfect. One of the things that I wanted to notice is that another person that stars in this film is Sofia Boutella, and if you've seen Kingsman: The Secret Service, she was the sort of the double amputee with the scissor legs, and she was also in The Mummy. I do have to say that I was a little disappointed that, knowing what she can do with all the fighting that she did in Kingsman, that she didn't have more in this film. And I don't think it would have really taken away from Charlize Theron's thunder to give her more. But yeah, so it was a little disappointing to not really see her kick ass, knowing that she totally can. So that is it for my review of Atomic Blonde. I really enjoyed the heck out of it. I think if you like an action film, a fight film, you will enjoy this also. If you are a fan of the 80s, you will like what they did with it. It was really cool to watch. As far as emotions and feeling things, it wasn't very deep, but not every movie has to be that. Sometimes you just want to go see, cool looking stuff. And this movie was definitely that and more. So go check out Atomic Blonde this weekend. Subscribe to my channel if you want to get more reviews. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And make sure to comment below. Are you planning to see Atomic Blonde? Have you seen it already? What did you think about it? Let's talk about it. Let's have that conversation down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.